Hey folks, we are entering everyone's favorite time of the semester, midterm season. So this week and next week, you'll probably have tons of papers, tests, exams, things to take care of. So in this video, I want to give you a quick breakdown of what to expect of midterms in this course. And I'm specifically going to focus on helping people who are in college for the first time or are new to UDC. So for many of you, you'll want to scroll through this video and just see which parts you need to pay attention to. But this is going to be super helpful for anyone who is in college for the first time. So first thing to note, midterm grades are not official final grades. They're simply a check-in point. So you're not getting an A, B, C, D, F. You're getting a S or U. S is satisfactory. It means you are passing the course. For IGED courses, anything over a 60, which would be a D, is passing. So if you have a 62 right now, satisfactory. If you have a 92 right now, satisfactory. Both are passing grades. If you are failing, you will get an unsatisfactory. Now, this unsatisfactory isn't going to impact your GPA. It's not a final grade. If you get an unsatisfactory, this is a warning sign to you, in addition to all of the emails you've gotten from me and the reminders and everything else, that you need to make a plan to do better in the second half of the semester, or you will fail. How do you do better? So for most of us, this is really just a matter of keeping track of and completing assignments. The way this course is designed, you do lots of smaller assignments that I give you feedback on, and that helps you do better on the final assignment in each module. And that typically works. If you do all of the smaller assignments, you get feedback from me. You ask me questions about what you don't understand. It's pretty unlikely that you won't get an A, B, or C on the final project, because if there were any major issues, we already worked them out. So the challenge then is keeping track of your assignments. I want to take a moment to give you a refresh of what we talked about way back in week 1. There are 4 ways to keep track of your assignments in this course. I hope you've been using them so far, but again, there's no time like midterms to make a plan for the second half of the semester. So if you haven't been doing these things, you can start today. Easiest option, use the weekly emails. Every Monday afternoon, I send out an email telling you exactly what you need to complete that week. If you look at the email, write down the things you need to complete and complete them, boom, you'll be doing great. If the emails are a lot, sometimes students say, the email's a lot to read. I understand that completely. Second option, go to your weekly folder. In course content, everything is broken down very easily. Week 1, dates, week 2, dates. Go to the folder for that week, open the folder, and there's a much less cluttered visual schedule. Readings, assignments. Have you done the readings? Yes. Have you done the assignments? Yes. Then you're good. You've kept track of your work for the week. Have you met the deadline? Is it in by Sunday? Perfect. If you haven't done either of these 2 things, or if you want to see everything all at once, you can go to the syllabus, of course, and get a full list. Final option, and this is what we're going to focus on today, my grades. So as a college student, and again, I'm speaking particularly to first-time in college students here, as a college student, keeping track of your grade is on you. And that can be a big change. A lot of times, not always, but a lot of times in high school or in alternative ed programs, you might have a faculty member who's reaching out to you all the time and saying, hey, you didn't do this assignment. Do this assignment. Hey, your grade has fallen below this. I've been sending emails about missed assignments, but I haven't been personally reaching out to people because that information has been up on Blackboard the whole time, and it's there for you to self-check. So I want to take a moment and show you how to do this. And I want to ask you whether you know you're doing really well or you think you're struggling to check your grade today. Here's how you're going to do that. On Blackboard, I've been posting regular updates telling you the number of points you could have earned. So each time I grade an assignment, I add to the total. This helps you keep track of your grade at a specific moment in time. You may have been doing this. If you haven't been, you can start doing it. And I've made it even a little easier for you right now at midterms. Go over to the left-hand side, click on the My Grades tab. this screen is going to show up. Yours is going to be heavily populated with numbers, with grades. Most important numbers. You see that column up at the top, total. That is your grade right now. So typically, if you were to check, say, last Wednesday, and you looked at the total, your grade, you might find that it wasn't entirely correct. And here's why. Until I put in a 0 for an assignment that hasn't been submitted, it doesn't get included in that column. It's still pending. So if you've fallen a bit behind and maybe you've reached out and let me know you're working on stuff, I probably haven't put in a 0 yet because I know you're working on it and I don't want to discourage you by giving you a 0. Well, for the sake of checking in, I've put in 0s for every single missed assignment. So this is going to enable you to see what your actual grade is right now. If you have an extension on something, if you're still working through something, if we met, then you're still going to be able to do that. You can still make up the late work. That is not a problem. But I want you to see exactly what your grade is now so you can plan accordingly. The other important thing here in my grades, you see on here, you see a lot of dashes like learning activity, syllabus scavenger hunt, due September 13th. Discussion board 1, learning activity, 2-column note take. All of those are individual assignments. So you're going to see the score you got for each of them. And if you have a 0 for any of them, or if something's due and there's a dash, you need to complete it. You'll have noticed, particularly if you've fallen behind or had to submit anything late, that I have not been assessing late points for late work. And I'm going to continue that policy. Things are crazy right now. I know a lot of us are dealing with personal illness of family members, constantly changing living situations. So I'm not going to assess late penalties for the rest of the semester. However, you need to make sure that you don't fall too far behind because the work still has to be done. It still has to be done in order and you still have to do well on it. And if you fall multiple weeks behind, then at a certain point, even if I'm not taking late penalties, it just becomes impossible for you to really get caught up. So with that in mind, make sure you check your grade today and then make sure you take appropriate actions. If you check your grade and you're doing well or you're doing just as you expected to be doing, then you're fine. Keep doing what you've been doing. If you check your grade and you're not doing well, then you need to make a plan. I can help you make that plan, but you got to take the first steps. The first steps are look through my grades, identify which assignments you have not done, or potentially which assignments you have not done well on. 2, reach out to me, make an appointment. I can help you with this in a couple ways. I can help you plan to get caught up, so I can give you a schedule, or I can help you make a schedule. I can help address any confusion you have about particular assignments, and I can help you do better if you've been struggling with a particular kind of assignment. We can use my feedback, we can talk about it. But you have to take the first step. So what I can't do is tell you everything you've missed because that's up on Blackboard. That would be a waste of both of our times. So if you're not doing well, if you check your grade and you're not where you need to be, today is the day to begin correcting that. Today is the beginning of the second half of the semester. I'm here to help you. You will just have to take the first step. Thank you for watching. I hope this has relieved some of your anxiety about the midterm situation and clarified some things for you. And if you have any questions or want to make an appointment with me, send me an email. Thank you for watching.